It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Your morning blitz begins now.
Yeah, let's get after it on a Thursday, kicking your morning off with Metallica. And in fact, this is kind of a crazy story. Metallica is being credited as saving a family's life out in Virginia because they were getting ready to go see Metallica in concert when something crazy happened. You got the news story, Thick?
I do.
All right, go ahead and play the clip.
Madeline wanted nothing more than to see Metallica live. However, that dream faded to black when a driver slammed into her home at 2 a.m. the day of the concert.
Do you want to sit up? And he was like, nah, I think I'm just going to go on to bed. And I said, okay, I'll go on to bed too. And then just a few hours later, we heard a loud explosion, glass shatter, and it was just madness from that point on.
Normally, Madeline's parents would be up watching TV in the living room, but that night they decided to hit the bed early to prepare to see Metallica the next day, a decision that may have saved their lives.
Yep, sure enough, they went to bed early, and right after they did, a truck drove through their living room. Gosh. So, thanks, Metallica.
Well, again, man, it's like every other day. You hear about a car crashing into a business or a home.
It has happened quite a bit.
I mean, constantly.
It has happened quite a bit, absolutely. How are you, Kelly?
I am fine. How are you?
Any more good? Any more whiskers coming through the walls? Anything? Whisker update 2025?
No whiskers. I did feel like I might have almost caused an incident in Kroger yesterday, just really quickly. I don't know if you ever have like intrusive thoughts where you're in a situation, your anxiety's high, and you think, oh my gosh, am I about to scream? Like, am I about to cause an incident here? Like, I was that anxious at the self-checkout. There was no employee to be seen, and the reader will go, it stops your transaction until somebody who works there comes over and
yes, very
says,
frustrating.
You're good to go. They've got the whole camera situation going on. Nobody to be seen. There was nobody around. 0 people at this Kroger in Westerville. I waited there. I thought, should I just abandon my groceries? Like, I can't take it. That's how anxiety ridden I was. And then I thought, I think I might yell. Like, I think I'm about, like, you know how you're, like, on the top floor of a building and you think, what if I crashed through this window and just dove out?
Uh-huh.
What if that happened? That's how I was thinking. Like, I'm on a bridge. I'm driving over a bridge. What if I jerked the wheel to the right? What if I did that? See, like, these intrusive thoughts happen. And I was thinking, what if I screamed at the top of my lungs? What happened? What's going to happen then? And I played the whole thing out. And I thought, you know what, Kelly? You got to get a grip.
You got to get a grip?
Got to get a grip here.
Although,
Kelly!
I have felt that way where you ring something up, you put it in the bag, it says, please place your item in the bag before needing the Rex item. So then you pick the item out of the bag, and then it says, you just scanned an item, put it back in the bag. And, yeah, sometimes those self-checkouts can be quite aggravating.
If you're not going to let me self-checkout, then get rid of the whole thing. Literally every time I'm at self-checkout, I need some clerk to come over.
Some sort of assistance, right.
And, like, make the computer able to accept something.
Understandable. But you got through it?
I don't know, man.
The light's
barely.
blinking.
I'm already mad again about it. I'm just like, let me do it. If you're going to give me the option, then let me do it. Yes, I have 2 orders. I know you see that I have unpaid groceries at the bottom of my cart. I haven't paid for those yet. Quit making me wait 20 minutes for a clerk. Oh, I hate you, Kroger. I hate you.
Did they come over eventually?
Eventually, because then I went to another self-checkout to do my second order. Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm leaving those groceries right there, and I'm going to go use another one up.
Wow.
And she came out. She goes, whose order is this? I go, it's my order. I've been waiting for somebody. Thank you.
What you do in those situations is you just think to yourself and understand that person had to poop really bad.
She was helping somebody else. I don't blame her because she was otherwise occupied. She wasn't doing nothing. She was helping somebody else. But it was a nightmare that she was dealing with. Meanwhile, I'm having a nightmare. And there aren't enough employees to deal with all of our grocery nightmares.
Understandable.
Okay.
Is this a hashtag first world problem?
It could be.
I don't know.
It could be.
Is it?
That's what I'm asking.
Really screwing me with self-checkout. Either get enough clerks in there so I can go through an actual register with somebody manning it, or let me do my self-checkout without being bothered.
But what if you were in the line and this person had a cart full of groceries and they're only a quarter of the way through, and then the price isn't ringing up, and then they have to wait for some store clerk to check the price, and then you're standing in the checkout lane, even though there's 20 lanes open, you're still waiting behind someone who's having a price issue.
Right. No.
It can happen either way.
I understand that it happens. I was not blaming the clerk or the cashier girl at all. It's not her problem. Kroger doesn't have enough employees.
That's a given.
If we're all going to have problem at every single frickin' self-checkout, then you need 6 employees to deal with each one of us who are having issues with your self-checkout program.
Well, in that case, you should just open more lanes.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
I'm sorry, you guys, I really came out hot this morning. I didn't mean to, and now I'm mad again, so let me just...
I was going to ask Thick how he's doing, but we're out of time. We need to get to the Blitz Morning Trivia.
He looks happy.
At this point, we briefly pause to give Kelly a moment.
Okay, everybody's telling me to relax. I'm sorry, guys. I love you all. I'm going to relax now. I'm having a meltdown.
You're not at the store anymore.
I'm having a meltdown.
Down the seat she goes. Thick... No one cares how you feel. Let's get to Blitz Morning Trivia.
I'm good, so it doesn't matter. All right. So we were just talking about Metallica, and they just had one of their albums certified 20 times platinum, meaning that one album sold 20 million copies. That's pretty impressive. Which album was it? That's what we want to know. Got $25 for you to waterbeds and stuff. If you're the first one to text in the name of that album to 99700, we'll give you the gift card.
Let's get the answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right. Metallica had an album that just was certified 20 times platinum. It's 20 million. Now, 10 million is diamond, so it's double diamond. And that album is the Black Album.
No surprise there.
Not at all. And there's only been about a dozen albums have reached double diamond status.
Well, Thriller.
Yeah. Wait.
Definitely has.
Kelly, what's the most selling album of all time?
I don't know.
Eagles' Greatest Hits.
Yeah. I knew that one.
I was going to say the Bible, because the answer is always the Bible. Like, what's the biggest selling,
book.
whatever?
It's the best-selling book of all time.
Anybody ever sing the Bible? Book of Mormon.
One of the best-selling Broadway shows of all time.
Yeah, Eagles' Greatest Hits is actually almost 4 diamond. Or, 4 diamond. It's 38 million.
Yeah.
So, if it sells 2 more million, it'll be the first to ever hit that. Thriller at 34. Back in Black, 27 million. Then the Eagles again at number 4 with Hotel California, 26 million. And the Beatles,
they're pretty good. They're pretty
Beatles, 24. Those are the top 5. Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, Back in Black, Pink Floyd's The Wall, Zeppelin 4. Those are all double diamond as well. But yeah, only like a dozen albums. So that's pretty good company.
Yeah, that's very good company. Absolutely.
And the winner who was first to text in was Brian Shackelford from Columbus. So Brian's got $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Congratulations. Hey, a couple changes coming. In case you didn't know, yesterday, Southwest put...
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength. Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog. Oh, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos 000 can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
In their baggage fees. So if you're booking with Southwest, don't expect those 2 free bags anymore. That kicked off yesterday. And now reports are coming out that airports may be moving away from something we all know, and I wouldn't say love. I've almost never used them. I find them pointless. But the moving walkways at airports are being kind of shifted out.
Okay.
For multiple reasons.
They're kind of slow, don't you think?
Yes! Yeah. I can walk faster than those things move. Like, I don't understand.
Maybe it's
Do you need that much of a break for 100 yards that you need to stand on a moving sidewalk? I don't get it.
Is it maybe they do it for crowd control or something? I don't know.
No, it takes up more space. Like, I don't get it. But
now, if you really hike it on the moving sidewalk, like you can get there faster.
Yes, you can use it.
A lot of people block it
as a speed boost. It's like when you're playing Mario Kart and you hit the golden arrows and a thing, it just shoots you out.
But then there's somebody blocking the way with their luggage. So
exactly. Basically, the only thing they're good for nowadays is to make TikTok videos when you have a delay, like people doing the rowing videos where you get like 5 people and sit there and row. But that's really about it. But they're saying no. One of the big problems is it's cutting into their profits because the 2 main ways that they monetize at an airport is basically fees and then getting you to buy stuff. They want you to buy stuff at the concessions. So if you're getting on these things, they're saying kiosks are losing money because you're just scooting on by. And on top of that, maintenance fees. They break down, they got to have someone to fix it. Takes time, takes money, so they're saying, look, we're probably just going to start being more efficient with our space. So you might be seeing those moving walkways going away. And again, to me, I don't care.
What's funny, you say kiosks are losing money. Well, then I'm saving money, right?
Yeah.
Why is their money more important than my money?
It's not. No one's telling you to spend money, but I mean, it's like putting stuff at the end of a grocery aisle. They know you're going to grab the little thing at the end of before while you're waiting in line there. So, if you really needed those, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you happen to see? It was all over TikTok yesterday. A Delta flight to Orlando was delayed. It was on the tarmac for like 2 hours, and somebody posted a video of this girl on TikTok, maybe 12, 13 years old. Someone has given her the phone used to make those in-flight announcements. While they're all trapped on this plane, sitting there for 2 hours, they let this girl sing a song from Moana.
Oh, what?
No, thank you.
Let me tell you that people in the comments were not having it.
Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
Okay, so this goes on for 2 minutes.
Backup?
2 minutes. Okay? And people in the comments I am dying. These comments are so funny. Somebody said, maybe I don't want a real ID.
Right? Look, here's the thing. She's not terrible, thank God, but at the same time, don't do that.
Honestly, have some sense. Like, where are the parents here? Because I get that you're proud of your daughter, and she's got a decent voice.
Right, it's not terrible.
It's fine. But honestly, I didn't want the free U2 album forced onto my phone. I don't want to be forced to listen to a child sing while I'm sitting on the tarmac for 2 hours.
Don't force yourself into my ear hole. I don't like that one bit.
I don't like it. I feel like the parents should have said, this isn't the place.
Right.
It's like, thank you, like, whatever. It's fine. But no.
And maybe we're being old curmudgeons, but no. Don't do that.
And Doug said, "Goanna away."
Goanna away. That is why I never, ever, ever like this whole new trend of like raw dogging a flight. Like, there's no way. I never get on a flight without headphones. There's no way. Don't do that.
Just as somebody commented, what a day to forget my headphones.
Absolutely. 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Hey, quick side note. How does cream cheese have the ability to just get out of nowhere? Yeah,
right.
You turn around and I'm like, how did it get on the side of my hand? I didn't even do anything.
Yeah,
it's alive.
3:00 this afternoon, you'll be finding more spots of cream cheese.
Yeah, cream cheese under my fingernail. How'd that happen? Unbelievable. I went to wipe my hand and I turned it over and I was like, wait, there's more cream cheese. I had a drink. I got a bagel in my mouth. You're not so breaking news. Here we go. First story coming out of Washington, D.C., where a 31-year-old woman is now under arrest after D.C. police got a call about a disorderly person at a Hilton Garden Inn around 5 p.m. The caller told the police the lady's in the hotel lobby taking her clothes off. I mean, you are in a hotel, just in the wrong spot of the hotel to take clothes off. When officers arrived, they found her sitting at a high-top table, completely naked, with glass all over the floor. When they asked what happened, she said, "My Lord and Savior Michael Jackson told me to do this."
Whoa. Okay.
Here's the thing. Apparently, she went into the hotel lobby, stripped off all of her clothes, hopped over the bar, and just started chucking bottles all over the place. Apparently, some of those bottles were aimed at people. And then she started ranting about how she's a very racist person. Whoa. And Michael Jackson told her to do this. And eventually she said, just take me to jail. So now she's facing charges for assault, unlawful entry, destruction of property, lewd acts, and disorderly conduct. Yeah, you can't just be stripping naked and chucking bottles at people.
Well... You know, as they say, mama sa, mama kusa.
Yeah, you know what they call that behavior?
What?
Bad.
Yes.
Same. All right, second story coming out of Iowa, where it's a fairly simple story that apparently Michael Praselica can't follow rules because he has got some previous convictions and he has been to jail before. He is a convicted felon. And here's the deal. When you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to carry weapons. And in case you didn't know, Michael Praselica, a sword is a weapon. Officers saw Michael walking down the street wearing a jacket with, the bottom few inches of the sword sticking out from beneath his jacket and the handle of the sword sticking out from the top of his jacket. When asked, he said, "Yeah, I just tend to carry this thing around with me." Well, you can't do so if you're a convicted felon, sir.
Right.
You're not allowed to do that. Is that Dragnet? What is that?
Enter the Dragon.
Oh. Okay. Karate. There were no swords in Enter the Dragon.
Oh, they have weapons in Enter the Dragon.
Oh, in Enter the Dragon. I'm thinking The Last Dragon.
Oh.
Who's shown up?
Who's the master?
Showed up! Anyways, yes, 31-year-old Michael Praselica will be spending some more time in jail. So, don't carry a sword. A sword is a weapon. If you are convicted as a felon and not allowed to carry weapons, a sword does count. That is your Not So Break.
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos 000 can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
News 99.7 The Blitz. right, I want to share something with you that happened yesterday, and I guarantee I am not the only man to go through this. And let me preface this, because maybe as a young lady, maybe your man does this. I'm just saying, more likely than not, women do this more than men. I'm just gonna put that out there, because I was texting with Nora yesterday, and as she does every single day, at right about 10 a.m., I will get a text. And it's always the same text at 10 a.m. And she says, how was the show today? She's always wondering how the show went that morning. And I always give a little description of maybe something funny that happened, and I always give it a grade. I always grade the show. And she goes, and then she always goes, because that's you're amazing. That's why. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But then she says to me, well, every day can't be perfect like, and I don't want to name a name, but there's a certain morning show up in Detroit that we don't care for. And so she names this particular morning show. And I go, man, that's kind of hard. And then she follows up the text with, if I have to hear another GD thing about Chopper, and I'm going to lose it. And I say, who the F is Chopper? And she says, the dead dog. And I said, oh. And then she goes on to a series of texts. Now it's the ex-husband and how the daughter sent him a message to let him know they're putting the dog down, and she's worried he'll want to get some of the ashes, but he never owned the dog, so why is this even being talked about? It's been 4 days. I can't believe it. And I said, he never owned the dog, and he still talks about it? And she said, no. For some reason, the daughter reached out to the dad, and Yapper is ticked that the daughter's doing that.
Okay, really quick clarifying question. Is this a morning show she's listening to up in Detroit that's speaking about a dead dog?
So.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's about a coworker that I know about. See? There was no breakage. And I said, wait a minute. I thought you were still talking about the morning show. And she goes, no, I'm talking about the coworker.
Oh. So when you read that text, you had the same look on your face that Kelly and I just now had.
Like,
right.
Wait, what?
Like, what are you talking about?
She went into a whole different conversation, had nothing to do with it.
I thought this particular morning show person was talking about a dead dog for 4 days.
That's what I thought.
Right, that's what everyone thought. And then she comes down on me for not understanding that she completely switched topics. Does anyone else have a person like this in their life? Like, there's no period, there's no breakage, there's no line in the sand, there's no nothing. And you expect me to follow along in your spaghetti noodle bowl of stories that are all intertwined. I was so frustrated. And her response was, how did you not get it? What do you mean, how did I not get it?
I guess maybe you were supposed to know who Chopper was right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Okay, gotcha.
Never heard Chopper's name ever.
Oh, you didn't even...
No! I didn't get... It confused me because in that series of texts, she mentioned the coworker's name. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought we were talking about this person on the morning show.
Yeah.
No! I'm talking...
And she does this a lot?
More often than I care for.
No, well, you better care for it because you're going to spend the rest of your life with it.
Do you do that, Kelly?
Every now and again, I've been thinking about something so much that I will launch off without any clarifying beginning.
Just come out with a statement.
And Charlie will go, What are you talking about? Did I miss something? And I'm like, oh, no, I missed something. I've been like obsessing about this for the last 20 minutes. I thought you were inside my brain.
Right. I thought you heard all my inside thoughts. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Oh, Aubrey says this is my husband 100%. That's interesting, again, because I'm not trying to be a labelist or sexist here, but more often than not, as a lady that has the ability to jump from topic to topic. Heather, do this at all, Thick?
No, not really.
No?
Heather,
She does seem very on point.
Yeah.
But she just texted in
Who, Heather did?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd she say?
She said, you are sitting across from someone who does it.
Oh, I could totally
You didn't
see
ask
that.
me if I did it.
I could totally see Thick doing that. Now that I think about it, 100% you're the type.
Yeah.
Oh, you start mid-story.
Or we'll just jump from one thing to the next with no clarification.
I've decided I'm done talking about that. Now I'm talking about this.
Okay, I've honestly not noticed that about you. I feel like you're on track when I've been speaking with you. Now, I do know you tune me out a lot, and then
I do not.
Oh, come on, dude. You're like, and then your excuse is always legit that you're trying to do 50 other things here in the studio. But I'm like, but what I'm saying is really important. I need you to listen. So you'll tune me out. I do know that. But I haven't noticed you like launching into something mid-story. I do that like Nora does. I do too. And I expect that you're right on there with me.
Right on track.
Right on track.
Yeah, Gerald admits he does it a ton.
Lori says, Goose, Nora and I have a lot in common. I need to talk to her about how to navigate communications and relationships. Yes, you do.
Derek says my wife is the worst all day, every day.
I really just want to know what the crappy morning show is up there in Detroit.
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay. I mean, I got a list of them.
We're
here.
not in Detroit. I mean, what are you worried about?
Yeah, news travels.
Here's the frustrating thing, and this is a totally different subject that I'm sure a lot of people have dealt with or lived with. This is an award-winning morning show that wins some very big radio awards.
And you start with an M?
And you listen, and you're no, not that one.
Okay, not that one. Okay.
But you listen, and you're like, how? Because I've been in direct competition with them before, and you're like, how are they? They're not. How? They're not good. How? Which I'm sure there are plenty of people that listen to me and think the same thing. I get it, but still.
Quit talking about Chopper the dog. I think we'd all be
much better off. Yeah, absolutely. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Authorities continue to search for the 21-year-old suspect who shot and wounded 2 Mifflin Township police officers, one critically, during a traffic stop last night. While responding to that shooting, 2 Columbus police officers were injured when their cruiser was involved in a crash with a Jeep. Investigators say the shooting happened during a traffic stop at about 6:40 p.m. at Mecca Road and Purdue Avenue, north of Agler Road. Authorities say the passenger in that vehicle that was pulled over got out, started running, then turned and fired shots at the officers, hitting both of them, and kept running. The driver did not flee. Investigators say he has been fully cooperative and is not a suspect. Canine units and a police helicopter with thermal imaging cameras helped all night in the search. The suspect, identified as 21-year-old Devontae Dixon, he is considered armed and dangerous. The Victoria's Secret website is still down. The company disabled the site over what they're calling an ongoing security threat, and some in-store services are affected as well. The interesting thing about the story to me is that the site has been down since Monday and nobody noticed till yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And their stocks took a dive yesterday, etc. But right now, Victoria's Secret is currently unable to process gift cards, online orders, returns, or company credit cards. But say their actual stores are still open. But they really can't do much in terms of fulfilling online orders, or if you want to use their Victoria's Secret card, you can't do it. Can't use a gift card. I guess you have to come with good old-fashioned cash.
Oh.
But anyway, some employees have been told to check in before their shifts today to see if they should still report to work. Good news, the rich are getting richer. Elf Beauty is acquiring Hailey Bieber's beauty brand Rhode in a deal worth $1 billion.
This is the thing.
Oh, may this richness find me.
I saw this story, and companies get bought out all the time, even for vast amounts of money. What really tweaks my nipples is the fact that she started the company in like mid-2022.
Okay, so
the company's like 2.5 years old.
Yeah.
$1 billion in 2.5 years.
Isn't that something?
Because your name's attached to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Elf is making some moves, too. Their social media is pretty good. You know that Sailing with Phoenix guy who just sailed from Oregon to Hawaii? You probably saw him on TikTok, whatever.
He just landed over the weekend.
He landed over the weekend. Yeah. It was really cool. But before he got there, Elf flew a plane over the guy and dropped him skin products. Moisture into the ocean. And he was able to pick it up, and it had just, like I said, moisturizers and things to help his skin.
Stuff,
I mean, what a move. And now they're buying Hailey Bieber's beauty brand.
I never even heard. What do you call it? Rode?
It's called Rode. I've never heard of it either. The deal's expected to close later this year. Hailey, of course, married to Justin Bieber. And those are your three things.
I wonder if that's going to last, because he is not looking good right now.
Dude, did you see people, when he was on, who was he just performing with on stage, and they said he had that, fentanyl bend or whatever it is. I mean, he might not. I'm not saying he is, on drugs at all.
Visuals are visuals, and he's not looking good.
It was a weird visual.
And people are saying he's quite a bit in debt, millions and millions in debt. So,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have to see what happens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the next celebrity couple to call it quits.
Oh, it was SZA. So she had to touch his face and try to get him out of whatever trance he was in with his eyes closed. Yeah.
Ooh.
I feel bad. I like Justin Bieber. I'm not not music wise. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. My heart goes out to him like a kid. And then you're all of a sudden in the company of Diddy as a teenager. No. Things have already gone off track.
Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stories of whether or not he was, at any of the Freaknik parties or, even he's going the Britney Spears route.
Yeah.
All this stardom, and it looks like there's a good chance
it causes mental health problems.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very hard to handle, and if you don't have the right support, you got issues.
Yeah.
It's the Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Time is gone. It's the time. Time after time.
That's right. Here we go. We've got tickets for Jet that is going to be playing with Band of Skulls at Kemba Live June 7th, a week from this Saturday. If you would like to go, 800-821-9970. We need a contestant right now. It's very simple. This is how the game works. Thick has compiled a montage for us of 3 audio clips. Could be movie, music, TV shows, commercials, news clips. Could be anything. But they all come from the same year. And all you got to do is guess the year. Kelly, you got your pen and paper ready?
Ready to go. Yep.
All right, let's get ourselves a contestant here at 800-821-9970 to go check out Jet and Band of Skulls right now. We waiting for someone to call in and play? Okay. All right. I've got my thinking cap on. Kelly has got her tinfoil hat on.
I do.
And we're good to go. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Jason.
Jason?
Yes.
Jason. All right, Jason. You are going to be our contestant for Time Warp. So listen closely. We've got the audio clip ready to go. And then we'll give you a choice, Jason, whether or not you want to go first before Kelly and I or after Kelly and I to take a guess as to what year all of these clips are from. Vic, let's go.
Hey, you want some more? I haven't had anything yet, so how can I have some more of nothing? You're killing me, Smalls.
You must all bow down to the almighty Cornholio. Hey, wait, I got a
Okay.
Oh, man. All right, Jason, do you want to take a guess or wait for Kelly and I to take our guess?
I'll wait for you guys to take your guess.
All right. All right, so I was a little confused until You're Killing Me, Smalls, and that gives it away. Of course, you got The Sandlot, and then Cornholio is Beavis and Butthead.
So that would be the year that Beavis and Butthead premiered.
So it's not the movie, it's the TV show.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know the song. I'm just trying to think what band it is.
Alice in Chains.
That's what I wrote down. Okay, that's what I wrote down.
Is it?
No, he's shaking his head. No, it's not.
Who is it?
Hey, that's Heart-Shaped Box.
What's that?
Heart-Shaped Box.
Oh, Nirvana. Okay.
Yes.
That's right.
Man, I can never get Nirvana.
I know
What's
you
wrong
did that
with me?
yesterday with STP.
That's so weird. I'm like, oh, I like that Nirvana song. And Vic's like, do ya? Because it's STP. Hello?
Yeah, Jason's on the radio. Leave him alone right now.
Hush.
Leave him
Competing
alone.
right now.
He's got
All right.
prizes to win.
You want
All
to
right.
go first, Goose?
Sandlot, Beavis and Butthead, Nirvana. See, the only problem is Thick is going to be a little wrong here because it could be the year that Beavis and Butthead debuted on TV with the Beavis and Butthead show, but they debuted on Daria a year or so before that. But their actual TV show.
Yeah.
And Sandlot. It's definitely early 90s, so I'm going to go 92.
Ah, shoot.
Oh, he stole yours.
I'm going to just Price is Right you because I think you are right. You may be right on the money. I'll just Price is Right you and say 93.
Okay. Jason, we've got Sandlot, Beavis and Butthead, Nirvana, Heart-Shaped Box. What do you think, Jason? What year was it? You can't pick 92 or 93.
I'll have to go 91.
You're going 91. All right, so we're all in order here. 91, 92, 93. Go ahead, give us that clip one more time, Thick.
Hey, you want some more? I haven't had anything yet, so how can I have some more of nothing? You're killing me, Smalls.
You must all bow down to the almighty Cornholio. Hey, wait,
Oh, Alice in Chains sounds so good.
Really does, doesn't it? Thick, what year was it?
They all three came out in 1993.
Oh, no!
What?
Can I give my prize to Jason?
You can give your prize to Jason if you want.
I give my prize to Jason.
Jason, you're going to go see Jet and Band of Skulls at Kemba Live a week from Saturday, okay?
All right.
Congratulations. You hang on 1 second.
Oh, I thought for sure you had it on
I
the
did too.
nose,
I was pretty certain I won that one. Emma.
Hey, yay.
What's really scary is walking around high school going, would you like some TV for my bunghole? Like, really? How stupid were we?
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog. Oh, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos 000 can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's 997 The Blitz.
Great.
All right, good news is it's a Thursday. We could see a stray shower to a high of 74. That can continue off and on, but by Saturday and Sunday, looks like the rain should kind of dissipate and go away. That's the good news. Bad news is maybe you're not having the best week. Maybe things are condensed and you don't have enough time to get your work done because we had Monday off. Maybe things are aggravating you. Maybe the kids are out of school and they're already getting on your nerves. Things just aren't going your way. Well, we want to make you feel a little bit better. And I do so by visiting one of my favorite websites. And that favorite website is F My Life. People go on and complain about things going on in their life so you can feel better about yours. And it usually helps.
Yeah.
Like this person who says, today while at work, I got a complaint from a guest. She complained that after spending 2 hours to get her hair done for a wedding, she got drenched with water from a child. I work at a water park. Thank you for calling me a pathetic asshat for no reason in front of other guests.
Wow.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
Lady, you're at a water park. Why did you come to a water park after getting your hair done? Someone says, today I saw the man who got me pregnant and ghosted me and his new girlfriend. They announced their pregnancy on social media. They both seem to be very happy.
What?
Man.
What the hell? It does take two to tango, so you can't say that guy got me pregnant. Like, you helped, right?
Okay.
You helped.
Okay, but if he ghosted you, that's the problem.
Okay, there you go.
That's the problem.
Did he know she was pregnant?
I'm just reading the stories. Don't come at me. kill the messenger here. I don't know. Today, after my son got his first girlfriend at 19, a nice girl, he broke up with her after 3 days because women are too much effort, too expensive, and keep trying to make him do things.
Oh, he learned that lesson young.
Unbelievable. 3 days with a woman turned him into a cynical 65-year-old man who's been married for 40 years.
Yeah.
Today, I visited my vacation cabin. I've been planning to sell it, and it was in perfect condition when I last visited it about 6 months ago. I walked in the door to find the floor covered in muddy paw prints and bloody remnants of meals all over the place. It appears some bears moved in during my absence.
Ooh.
Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. Today, someone tried to break into my dorm room while I was in class. Ramming the metal door with their shoulder just dented it, so they just decided to pee on my welcome mat and left.
Yeah, they were going to get you in some way or another.
Yeah. They were determined to screw up your life in some way, shape, or form. Today is my wedding day, today it's my wedding day. I have a cold sore that makes me look like the Joker. Makeup won't cover it up. And the emergency medicine my doctor gave me only irritates it more. Oh. My future husband asks me why so serious and laughs whenever he sees me.
Oh, that is awful, though.
I would 100% do that.
Oh my gosh!
Without a doubt, I would do that. I'm marrying you anyways, and if you're gonna say something to your significant other, your soon-to-be wife, like, why so serious when they have a giant cold sore, you know that's the type of person they are.
That's right.
Without a doubt. Today, my colleague introduced herself and said, I know how nerve-wracking first days are, which is really nice of her. Except I've been at this company 2 years longer than she has.
Dead bitch.
Today, I got divorce papers from my wife, who was a former adult entertainment performer. Perhaps foolishly, I tried to get her to accept Jesus and become a Christian, which she eventually did. Now she's divorcing me for being married to a former porn star.
Okay. I feel like there's a little more to the story than that.
Know,
She's
right?
not that crazy, is she?
Finally, today the fire alarm startled me so bad that I crapped my pants at my desk.
Oh, no.
Well, that must have been on deck and ready to fire.
Right. Yeah, that thing was loaded.
Yeah.
That thing was cock-locked, ready to rock for sure. But I'll tell you what, like office alarms can be very loud and startling.
Unsettling.
For sure.
Yes.
F my life. 99.7 The Blitz. All right. Here's the deal. I do not consider myself a judgy person at all. I'm a very big believer in to each their own. Whatever. But deep down internally, sometimes, every so often, you judge. And so, the question today is 800-821-9970 or 99-700. Have you ever seen someone do something or heard someone say something and you're like, yeah, that's all I need to know about you. I got the picture. We're good. Can you think of one, Kelly? Think about this. What's something where you see someone do something or say something and you're like, yeah, that's about all I need to know about you. Like for me, you eat your steak well done. That's all I need to know about you. That's all I need to know about you. If you're getting a hockey puck for your filet mignon, then I'm good. That's all I need to know.
I guess we can't be friends.
Kelly, no.
Same. You can't be friends with my wife
Gosh, yeah.
Really?
either.
Well done.
I know, man. So they don't eat it. They don't eat it, right? You don't eat steak.
No.
Yeah, because if you can only eat it well done, it's not good. So why would you even eat it?
No, I mean, that's the only way I would eat it, is if it's well done.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, I don't want to see any pink.
Got to chew on leather.
No, sir.
Really? All right.
If you are rude to the wait staff at a restaurant, that's it. We are not ever having a meal together again.
100% with you. 99.9% of the time, it is not the server's fault.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even like it if you send a meal back, and even if it's wrong. Like, that makes me so uncomfortable that it's not worth it for me to chance it again. And I know you may have great reasons for it, but for me, it just makes me feel embarrassed. That's a me problem. I understand that.
Well, then you can't judge someone else and say that's all I need to know about you if they send it back because you know it's a you problem.
I can say, I know you're a person who has no problem sending food back, even if it's necessary. I don't think we make good meal companions. It's not that we can't be friends. We're just not good restaurant companions.
Okay.
I need you to suck it up and eat whatever they bring you.
Oh, no. I'll put up with a lot. And it's not like I send anything back.
Yeah.
It's got to be bad, but I've got no problem sending it back if it's really messed up, for sure. Vic, can you think of something?
Oh, absolutely. I have a neighbor a couple 3 doors down. Don't know her name, never spoke to her before, but her dog will sit on the back deck barking at the back door for 2-3 hours.
Oh, my gosh. No.
And nothing happens. That's all I need to know about her. I don't want to talk to her because if I ever do, I am going to say something.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you become deaf to your own dog?
I guess.
Because that happens fairly frequently.
Oh, 100%, because our neighbors up in Detroit, they've got 2 dogs that bark at a leaf blowing, and they're just in their backyard barking at everything.
But this dog is sitting on the patio barking at the door.
Like, let your dog in, lady.
Yeah.
You are a bad dog owner.
5616 says, someone who wears shoes without socks. I so agree with you. I so agree with you. That is all I need to know about you and your wet, sopping, sloggy feet.
Keep in mind, it might have the no-shows on.
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog. Oh, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos 000 can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But if I find out you're wearing shoes without socks,
that's weird, isn't it?
All I need to know about you.
It seems so uncomfortable to me.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't get that.
100%. Robert, I completely agree with you. If you don't return your shopping cart to the shopping cart section in the parking lot.
Yep.
Completely agree with you. Here's another one. You don't see it anymore. And I'm going to preface this with, this is not political. I don't even want to hear anything political. But we saw it sometimes, and I can't wrap my head around it. Back a couple years ago, when you would see people in their car by themselves wearing a mask.
Oh, my God. Yeah, what's that?
That's all I need to know about you.
What is that? I don't understand.
I think it's part of the outfit at that point. You just, you're going to put it on eventually. Why not just stick it on at home?
But I still see it. I still see it today.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, my gosh, I do. I've seen it so many times.
800-821-9970 or 99700. You see someone do something or say something, and you're like, yeah, that's all I need to know about
Athena has one that I've seen this said quite a bit. I don't hate it so much, but she says people who reverse into their parking spot.
Yes! Why? Why? That drives me nuts. And then I got to wait for you to pull forward, back up, and then you got to like line it up, and you didn't do it right. You got to pull in and then back up again.
All right, one person in this room backs into a spot.
I know, yeah. Look back and forth.
What's wrong with that? Backing into a parking spot is bad?
Well, yes, what's the point?
It just takes a while for people.
Okay, what's the point?
Well, Charlie has a truck. He doesn't back in.
Okay.
What's the point of backing in?
It's a lot easier to get out in a truck.
But it's a lot harder to back up in a truck. It's the same thing either way.
Nope.
At one point, You're backing up. Why not just make it
because
at the
I'm
end
backing
of the trip?
into a spot. I'm not backing into a cramped spot behind me. I'm backing into a parking spot.
800-821-9970 or 99-700. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Alan.
Alan?
Yeah.
All right, Alan. What's that one thing someone says or does, and you're like, that's all I need to know about you?
Well, I worked with a guy, and we was talking about shooting rifles, and he said he missed a deer because he forgot to compensate for the rifling of the barrel.
And that's all you need to know about that person?
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that means, but I'm interested. I'm very interested.
He forgot to compensate for the rifling of the barrel?
Yeah, the twist in the barrel.
But,
wow.
But, okay,
what does
so
that mean?
what about that would really, really honk you off? You're like, oh, I'm never going hunting with you. Why is that?
Yeah. It just...
What's it supposed to be?
He lacks common sense.
Okay, gotcha. Lacks common sense.
Okay. If you don't know about the rifling of the barrel, Kelly,
I don't.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
All right. Well,
there's a twist. It twists the bullet to make it go straight.
Uh-huh.
But he said he forgot to compensate for it, so he missed.
Yeah, you don't need to be around a guy like that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Alan is judging all of us right now because none of us have any idea what he means whatsoever. I hate it when people don't compensate for the rifling of the barrel. It's the worst.
Michelle says she hates it if you don't talk, if you're not, like how you speak to kids tells her a lot about you.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that.
What do you mean? You don't like talking to kids in kids talk, or you don't like when they talk in adult talk, or are you down talking a child? I'm assuming it's the down talking
ignoring the kid.
Or ignoring the kid.
You always kind of acknowledge as the kid there and say, hey, buddy, what's happening?
Yeah, but let me tell you, the 13-year-old in our house talks so much. Sometimes you just got to kind of...
Just ignore him.
I'm kidding, Adam. I'm kidding.
No way.
No, he's a great conversationalist. And boys, you have some stories. All right, 800-821-9970 or 99-700. Give us a call, shoot us a text. Someone does something or says something, and you're like, yeah, that's all I need to know about you. It's 99.7 The Blitz. All right, what's that one thing someone can say or do, and then you're like, that's all I need to know about you. I got the picture. Ron's on the phone. Ron, good morning.
Good morning.
Ron, what's that one thing someone can do, and you're just like, yep, I know all about you.
Well, I work at a tool rental department, and at least once a day I'll get a phone call that goes like this. Hi, this is Ron, tool rental. How can I help you? Yeah, I'm trying to reach the department where you rent tools.
Listen up, people.
I need to know.
Right.
That's a good one.
Funny enough, we just had someone text in that says, I work in construction and in the trades, and if a guy shows up with Ryobi power tools, that's all I need to know about them. So they don't like a particular brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the call, Ron. Cody's on the phone. Cody, what's that one thing someone can do, and you're just like, I know all I need to know.
Hey, what's up, guys? Shout out to all of Lowellville, but how about a woman who says, I normally don't do this on the first date.
I mean...
That's my favorite, man. That's my favorite. It's a goddamn lie. Oh, sorry, my French.
Man, I get it. Well, thanks for the call, man.
That's a good one.
Maybe back in the day, but in today's times, let's just all admit it happens. And if you do it, I'm not judging you as a woman. It happens. Like,
yeah, because you're doing it too.
Right, exactly.
I don't care if male or female.
Okay
if you're doing it on the first date, you're doing it on the first date.
If either of you say, I don't usually do this, you guys better be using protection. I mean, because there's an STD going to be out to happen.
These days, we were talking about this before the show, that 1 in 4 has an STD. Yeah, I don't care who you are and how well you know somebody, man, and no way.
Dang, it's dangerous out there, folks.
Lori says how a person treats those who work in customer service. Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Although you can get pushed to the edge.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, you can get real close, pushed to the edge, but sometimes you got to dig deep and remember they just... Now, if the person on the other end is being rude to you, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But most of the time, that's their job. This is the answers they've been told to give. It's not their choice.
Yes.
Yes, it can be frustrating.
Save
but
yourself
come on.
the stress.
Let's see. Jeremy, I could not agree more. People driving slow in the left-hand lane.
All right, we have got so many people defending the backing into parking spots.
Thank you.
All the parking spot backer-inners have shown up to defend, and they say it's safer, causes less accidents.
Thank you.
Or fewer accidents.
I love this. If it's the same, then what's the big deal? Because there are people waiting to get past you, and there are other people in the parking lot at the time of you doing it.
And I am the person who will make sure no one is behind me when I do it. If that means driving to the next lane over, I will do that so that I'm not making somebody wait.
Oh, that's very kind of you. That's all I need to know about you.
JoJo has a driving one that I kind of agree with, that somebody's at a stoplight and then the next person stops like 3 car lengths behind and you're the third guy back. It's like, pull up!
Right.
Close the gap, my man.
I remember one time, I can't remember why I was in a really bad mood, but I was already like kind of fuming, and I saw someone do that, and I ripped around them, and I pulled in front of them, and I took the second spot because there was such a gap there.
I could see myself doing something like that.
It's like, come on. Go. Move, pull up.
Have you seen those TikTok videos where the person's like at a drive-thru, a restaurant drive-thru like McDonald's, and they're like, man, is that person ordering the whole menu? And they're like, I'm going to say something, and they roll the window down and they go,
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog. Oh, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos 000 can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
hey, what are you, ordering the whole menu?
800-821-9970 or 99-700. What's that one thing someone can do and you're like, I know all I need to know. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, police still searching for a man who shot 2 Mifflin Township officers during a traffic stop last night. Franklin County Sheriff Dallas Baldwin says the incident happened at Purdue Avenue and Mecca Road in Mifflin Township on the northeast side shortly before 7 p.m. He says a passenger ran from the vehicle during the stop and then turned and fired at the officers as they chased after him. Both officers were taken to Grant, one in critical, one in stable. Officers still searching for the suspect, named as 21-year-old Devontae Dixon. They say he's armed and dangerous. Sheriff Baldwin is asking everyone who lives in the area of the traffic stop to be careful and to report any suspicious activity. Kevin Costner is being sued by a female stunt double claiming emotional distress. This female stunt double's name is Devin Labella. She is a double in Costner's Horizon film series. She claims that she was unexpectedly required to be in an unscripted, last-minute sexual violence scene that left her with severe emotional distress. Labella is the stunt double for actress Ella Hunt in the film, and she was not told that Ella Hunt refused to do this scene. I guess it came up. They're like, hey, we've written something last minute. We want to film this real quick. No intimacy coordinator to be found. And the actress, Ella Hunt, said absolutely not. She walked off the set. So unbeknownst to Devin Labella, she was called in to be a double in the unscripted last-minute rape scene and had no clue what was coming, and basically says she's was emotionally damaged by this. She's suing. She wants an apology. She wants monetary damages. She wants a requirement that the defendants undergo anti-sexual harassment and violence training. It just seems like a bad idea from the jump.
Yeah, you
don't
can't
put someone,
just spring that on someone.
No. I mean, you need to prep. I think there's a required, or at least there's some studio norm that is supposed to give you like 24 hours notice before filming an intimate scene so that you're able to mentally prep yourself for it.
Well, not to mention, withholding the fact that the lead actress said
no.
she wasn't going to do it.
She said, absolutely not. I am not filming the scene, and walked off the stage or the set. So anyway, it does feel like this might have some legs. We'll see where it goes. Ed Gale, best known for playing Chucky, a doll possessed by a serial killer in the movie Child Play. The movie Child's Play 2.
Start over again.
And Bride of Chucky.
Nope, start over again.
Okay.
You got to mention his first role.
Oh, what was that?
Howard the Duck.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, he was in Spaceballs, too.
Yeah, he was. But his first role ever was Howard the Duck. The first Marvel superhero ever.
That's right.
In the duck costume?
Yes, in the duck costume.
Nice. Yeah. Well, they didn't say how he died. He was 61 years old. It's mostly, I guess, in those Child's Play movies, it's mostly special effects, bringing Chucky to life. But Ed Gale did don the Chucky costume and was able to move the character around on screen. And if it wasn't for Ed Gale, it wouldn't have been what it was. But Ed Gale stood 3'4", and was inside that Chucky costume. Anyway.
Inside the Howard Duck costume.
And Howard the Duck costume.
Yes. She got it on with a duck. I mean...
Ew, gross.
Isn't it? It's a little weird.
That's sick.
It's a little weird.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a pivotal plot point in the movie.
Although a pivotal plot point in his life is that he died and the LAPD was still investigating him for soliciting minors. So,
oh, yeah, you can't do that.
There's another little ding on the old rep. And those are your three things.
All right. I saw this story and just reading it, I'm like, well, there's only one person that can really do this story justice and deliver it the way that it can be delivered. And that would be Captain Obvious. Because this story is just as obvious as it gets. So Captain Obvious is here to tell you about Tomas Kozwiski. He is a plastic surgeon who lives down in Florida. And you see, Tomas Kozwiski is on trial and could be facing the death penalty. He needs himself a really good lawyer. And here's the thing. He is having a problem finding himself a lawyer right now. In fact, he will most likely have to go with a public defender because he cannot find someone to defend him. And that is because Tomas Kozwiski is on trial for murdering his first attorney.
Oh, my God.
So for some strange reason, another attorney isn't stepping forward to go, hey, I got you. Let me jump in the ring.
How about the poor public defender that's going to have to take the case?
Right!
Can you refuse as a public defender?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know.
Out of fear?
That's nuts.
Right. Can you file a motion with the judge and be like, no, I don't want to take this case. Why don't you want to take this case? Because the guy murdered his previous attorney.
Oh, my gosh. Whoa.
I mean, obviously he's having a problem finding an attorney. Obviously another attorney isn't jumping up and down trying to take the case. Why? In fear of being murdered. I mean, come on. Yeah, I at this point, can the public defender say no?
The only reason it says that a public defender can refuse a case is a conflict of interest, which there's definitely one there.
That is 100% a conflict of interest. What's the conflict? I don't want to die? That's the conflict of interest. The conflict of interest is I still have 45 years to live. That's the conflict. I mean, come on. So what will happen? They continue to look and whether or not, again, he is just forced to take a public defender or, I mean, again, everyone obviously has the right to a trial by their peers, but if you don't have someone to defend you, or how many public defenders do they go through who keep saying, file a motion to say, no, I don't want to do this, before I don't know what they do.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you could just do the whole thing by Zoom. And the attorney's at an undisclosed location.
There you go. Yeah. Do it that way. Lots of cases are handled by Zoom nowadays.
Yeah.
So just keep them separate. Or, I mean, completely, he just has to be completely shaggy. He has to, Hannibal Lecter it the whole time where he's just all
right, yeah,
locked up and can't
the
move.
mask on.
Yeah, that whole thing. So, good luck, Tomas. T-O-M-A-S-Z is his first name.
Okay.
Tomas.
I love it.
Sounds very international.
99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Have you ever seen someone and they are dating, married to, or maybe just hanging out with such an attractive person that you actually get jealous? You're like, man, I wish I could just be with that. Well, that's what happened in Pennsylvania, apparently, when a man told police that he was standing at the corner with his girlfriend and a red GMC SUV pulled up next to him at the intersection and rolled down the window and started yelling at him and go, man, I can't believe how lucky you are. She is so hot. And then decided to get out of the car and start chasing the man with a knife.
Oh, okay. It's a crisis at
Like,
this point.
like you think if you stab this person in front of his girlfriend, she will jump in the car with you and run away? Like,
thank goodness. I was waiting for somebody to come to my rescue.
right. Like, you're so much more of a man than he is.
Oh, you nut.
I'm going to run away with you. You have won the manhood contest. You are the alpha. I'm going to run away with you. Sorry, this isn't the animal kingdom.
It's like stalking. I don't understand stalking. What do you think you're going to get out of this?
Right. They're all of a sudden just going to fall in love with you. Thankfully, this man happened to be in shape, the man who was running from the guy with the knife, and the driver couldn't catch him. But when the man with the knife figured out he couldn't catch up to the guy on foot, he decided to jump back in his SUV and try and run the man down. He chased him down the street in the SUV, and thankfully, the runner did get away after being circled. Like the driver was circling around him. You need a car with a better turn point radius because you're not making that tight turn to actually hit him. You're just driving around in wide circles. The man, Jeffrey Santucci, 66 of Bensalem, Pennsylvania, was arrested. Apparently, he admits he was jealous of the woman that this guy was dating. He was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, and reckless endangerment of another person.
Okay.
I get it. Look, go ahead and looky-loo, but you can't try and stab another man for the woman he's with, or run him over. Doesn't work that way. I've got some unfortunate news for you. Researchers from Brazil, France, and Italy have discovered at least 3 sizable asteroids orbiting in sync with Venus and a great potential to Earth. The space rocks are following an unstable orbit that brings them dangerously close to our planet, and their proximity to Venus makes them nearly impossible to detect because of the sun's glare. Oh. It's like looking at the sun and trying to see something coming at you, and you just can't. Yeah. Because the sun is obviously too bright and blocking out these asteroids. So it's making it very difficult to determine the actual orbit of these asteroids and what may happen. Worst case scenario, an impact could release million times greater energy than the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima. So
that's small of an asteroid too.
What do you mean?
Like they're not very big.
Well, 330 to 13,000 feet in diameter.
Oh, I guess I read that wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought it was like 30 meters.
No.
I missed. Okay.
Easy
that's
fix.
That's much bigger.
Yeah.
Easy fix. Get some super cannons, okay? Shoot glitter bombs up there. It'll attach to the invisible asteroids. It's glaring off the sun. Then we're really seeing them coming.
Oh, then they're just going to sparkle. You got space sparkle.
Space sparkle. Then you can shoot them out of the sky or whatever. Thick Rick will put his Skechers on and be hopping over glitter bombs left and right.
I got the texts are coming in. This is the ultimate challenge.
It is.
Me.
Can you dodge invisible space junk? Forget normal space junk, Thick. Can you dodge invisible space junk?
No. Okay. I have to see it coming.
At least you can admit that.
I have to be able to see it coming.
That is your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz.
It's time. Rock and Rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On The Blitz. Yeah, my chance to tie it up. 9-10-1 or 10-9-1, depending on who you talk to. Kelly's in the lead right now in our head-to-head challenge. Up for grabs, tickets to see Avatar in concert at Kemba Live on November 22nd. If you would like to go, 800-821-9970. Right now, we need two people, two representatives, if you will. And Kelly and I are going to go head-to-head in a game of Rock and Rumble. Here's the deal. Thick has picked a category. He has picked audio from that category. And basically the first person to jump in with the right answer is going to get a point. The most points is going to win. And it will be either Kelly or myself. So let's get two representatives here. Blitz, good morning. Hi. Who's this?
Maddie.
Maddie. All right, Maddie. Since you called in first, you get your choice. Do you want to be represented by Kelly or by Goose?
Kelly.
Oh, yes! Maddie, I feel it. We're the dream team. Yes!
Yes.
Maddie.
He is hyped. Okay.
you might be in trouble.
All right, let's get contestant number 2. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Oh.
Hello? Blitz?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Shane.
All right, Shane. You will be represented by me. We've got Maddie and Shane. We're going to put you both on hold while we play Rock and Rumble. Thick, what is today's category?
TV themes.
Oh, no. No.
So Thick will play the opening of a TV show, a theme song. First person to yell out the answer gets a point. The most points is going to win. Kelly, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Thick, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Rock
I got
and Rumble.
the easy job.
You do have the easy job. Rock and Rumble.
All right, first one. Here we go. Name that TV theme.
It seems
Family Guy.
Yes.
I barely even heard it.
I guess you knew that one, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Love that show.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Second one.
Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Okay.
That shocked me, Kelly. I thought you would have got that
I
in
do
about
not
2
even
notes.
recognize that.
Really?
That was the very beginning of that. It takes a minute to kick in if you don't know it right away. Yeah.
Live. What was that guy's name?
I don't know.
That said live. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, what was his name?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Brady Bunch.
Here's the story. Yes, Kelly.
Golly.
Damn it, I wanted to shut out so bad.
On the board. All right, 2-1. And your next one. Here we go.
Little House on the Prairie.
Little box.
Oh, Weeds.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Weeds.
Thank you.
Did you ever watch Weeds?
No, never
Oh,
once.
dude, that's a great show.
Never once.
Little box.
All right. Well, we're all tied up.
There's a pink one and a green one.
I was going to say, like, Partridge Family. Like, what?
It's the opposite of the Partridge Family,
Yeah,
actually.
really
Very
is,
much
yeah.
so, yeah. So you know what the show's about.
Yes.
Okay. All right, ready?
Let's go.
Number 5.
Office?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a terrible
That is
version.
not a good rendition of The
That is a
Office.
terrible version of The Office.
That is some
is
kind
not
of
the original.
That's the
Yeah.
Temu version.
Yeah, that is the
What?
worst version.
I don't know.
That is the Kids Bop version
Yeah,
of The Office
that's
theme.
right.
Really? I guess I don't know. All right.
Fine.
But you knew it.
Yes, yeah. No, the tune's there.
I don't know if that counts. If you don't pick the real one, it doesn't count.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Song number 6. First 1 to 5 wins. Kelly's leading 3-2.
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos Triple Zero can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Right into this world.
Sons of Anarchy. Oh, yes.
I'm so mad. Like my favorite show, and you jumped in before me.
Oh.
The crow flies straight.
Oh, it's one of the best TV themes ever.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yes. Maddie.
It's a bunch of BS.
I'm sorry.
Can't even pick real versions of songs.
Okay, I didn't know that one, and she knew it right away.
Thanks for the you version of TV.
Is that the store brand version?
Yes.
Why is it? I don't understand.
I don't know.
So I searched the Office theme, and that came up, and I don't know.
It was the right tune, absolutely. It just wasn't the theme from the TV. I mean, it wasn't the actual TV show theme.
Right. You can't say
It's okay. We'll give you a pass, Thick. It's all good.
What do you mean we're going to give him a pass? Don't just give him a pass just because you win.
I mean...
Fine. Whatever. Hey, Shane, I'm going to give you tickets anyways. Maddie and Shane.
Oh, Kelly, every time he loses.
I know.
That is not true. We gave away both pair of tickets yesterday, even though she lost.
I love
true?
it, though.
Yes.
I like an everybody wins situation. It takes the pressure off me, and I can enjoy myself. So I love it. Keep giving out all those tickets.
Maddie, Shane, you're both going to go see Avatar in concert, Kemba Live, on November 22nd, all right?
Woo!
All right, you guys hang on. We're going to get some info from you and get you hooked up. Damn it. 11-9-1 now.
I know the Suns hurt you. I'm sorry.
That one hurt.
Man,
I don't know if I've watched Sons more times all the way through or Breaking Bad more times all the way through.
Like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
Yeah.
That's the way I am with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's probably, I'm with you. It's like 4 or 5 times for each.
You know what? Have you seen The Sopranos all the way through?
I have.
I started a rewatch on that, and I said, you know what, Kelly? I can't do this. I thought, I can't do it. I cannot undertake a rewatch of The Sopranos ever. The first time through was perfection. I'm not doing it again.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not going to watch The Sopranos all the way through ever again either, because the first time through was so boring, I don't want to sit through that thing again.
Are you just trying to get me back for winning this game?
No, I'm serious. I didn't
You're
like that show.
hurting my soul.
Really? I didn't think it was that good. I didn't like the show. Anyways, we'll have more tickets for Avatar. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Welcome to your Thursday. We might see a stray shower, high of 74 today. Rain is going to continue. Welcome to the first day of the Memorial. If you're heading out there, the weekend looks okay. It's going to rain a little bit tomorrow, and then as we go about the weekend, the rain's going to dwindle little by little. I know we just played a game. This isn't necessarily a game. I want to quiz you on here because I was kind of interested reading this article. It's a what came first article, and I'm not talking the chicken or the egg. But I was kind of surprised as they compared these couple of things as to what came first. Like when it comes to kids, or I should say kids' things. All right, maybe not kids' things because adults do this too. But what came first? The first Pokemon game or the release of the first Harry Potter book?
Oh, gosh.
Do you have a guess, Kelly?
Well, I'm going to guess Pokemon.
Vic, do you have a guess?
Pokemon.
1996 was the first Pokemon game. Release of the first Harry Potter book, 1997.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by 1 year.
All
By
right.
1 year. Actually, most of these are pretty close. Here's one for you. What came first, Friends or The Simpsons? Vic, you have a guess?
I'm just going to say Simpsons because it's been on forever.
I'll say Friends just because you said Simpsons. I don't know.
Actually, Friends was 1994 and The Simpsons was 1989.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit later. Let's see here. Okay. Here's one for you. The opening of Disneyland or the founding of Apple?
Disneyland.
Yeah, by a lot.
Yeah.
1955. Apple was founded in 1976.
Yeah.
Okay. Big tech. The launch of Amazon.com or the founding of Google? What came first?
Amazon.com.
Google.
Amazon.com in 1995. The founding of Google, 1998.
I didn't know Amazon was that early.
Yeah, when you look at like just the starting of selling books,
Oh,
like
yeah,
right off the
okay,
bat, obviously
okay.
it wasn't what it is now, but yeah. Streaming services, what came first, Spotify or Netflix?
Netflix.
Yes, by 1 year. Netflix streaming in 2007. Spotify was 2008. It wasn't that long after. Okay. Oh, we were just talking off the air about this. What came first, Obama's presidency or the release of Breaking Bad, Kelly?
Oh. Obama's presidency.
Dick, what do you think?
2008? Yeah, Obama.
Well, technically you're wrong, because he wouldn't have been inaugurated till 2009. He was
Right.
elected in 2008.
Okay.
So 2009 is what they're considering. Breaking Bad was 2008.
Wow.
Yeah. So right there. Social media video services, YouTube or Twitter, which came first?
YouTube or Twitter?
I feel
Yeah.
like it's YouTube. I feel like it's
Yeah.
YouTube. It's got to be YouTube.
YouTube 2005, Twitter 2006.
Okay.
Real close. And which company did Elon Musk launch first, SpaceX or Tesla Motors?
Tesla.
I think it's Tesla as well.
Tesla 2003, SpaceX 2002.
No kidding.
Yeah, actually, I guess the beginnings of SpaceX was all the way back in 2002.
Wow.
Yeah. Little
Interesting.
timeline for you. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Play is underway at the Memorial Tournament. It's cloudy, 61 degrees. Scotty Scheffler is the defending champion. He tees off at 1:30, and you can see live first-round coverage on the Golf Channel this afternoon from 2 to 6 p.m. Hormel is recalling about 250,000 pounds of canned Dinty Moore beef stew. I have not heard that name in ages. Dinty Moore beef stew. Now, I don't hate on a Dinty Moore lover because I love Chef Boyardee ravioli. Loved it. Oh,
Come on.
Yum.
Nasty.
I can't think of very many worse foods than Chef Boyardee and Dinty Moore. Here's the problem. And like we were talking about yesterday, and keeping Velveeta cheese on the shelf, unrefrigerated with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you can keep beef stew or beef ravioli on a shelf with no refrigeration, there's a problem there.
Okay, so funny you say that, because the recalled Dinty Moore beef stew comes in 20-ounce metal cans. It was produced February 4th, and it has a best by date of February 2028. So it might be in your cupboard. And like I said, I do not hate a Dinty Moore beef stew lover because I loved canned meals when I was a kid. I'm telling you. Now, I never had Dinty Moore beef stew. Never ate it.
Now, granted, I will not be complaining about Chef Boyardee or Dinty Moore when the end of the world comes and we're all living off provisions. That's the only thing that's shelf stable.
Yeah, hands off my Dinty Moore is all up. Yes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, when anything...
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog, oh, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos Triple Zero can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Has a shelf life of 3 years. Have you ever gone back through your canned goods and you're like, oh, well, this was bad about 2019. It's still sitting in the back of my cupboard.
That and spices.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Right.
Go through some spices and you're like, 2009 was a while ago.
It's like this thing won't even shake out of the glass container anymore. It's all together.
Pound it on the counter to get it to loosen up.
I'll still use it, though.
Yeah.
I'll still use it.
You gotta knock this cumin loose real quick because it's been a while.
Yes.
Do they? Are they bad or are they just less effective? Like medicine. Medicine expires. It
loses its potency.
Yeah, it's just not as strong.
Spices are hard to go bad.
I know. Well, I mean, what can it make? I don't think it can make you sick, right?
I don't know if it necessarily makes you sick.
Well, anyway, the Dinty Moore is recalled because it's contaminated with wood. So I don't know if you can tell the difference between a chunk of wood and a chunk of Dinty Moore beef stew, but you probably shouldn't be eating it.
Well, I guess I'm just going to start calling Nora Dinty Moore because she's contaminated with wood. Okay, moving on.
Oh, God.
Wow. Did that really just happen?
You know what, you guys? He even did choreography with it.
He did.
It was pretty gross. Okay.
Oh, hell no.
All right. Goats are back on the job in Sacramento, California, called in once again to help head off potential wildfires as the region's temperatures rise. Under a program led by the Parks Department, thousands of goats and sheep are grazing their way through open areas to eat down dry grass and overgrown brush. They call them the four-legged firefighters, and they handle all the terrain that humans and machinery cannot. They hit spots along bluffs and steep cliffs, and they move from neighborhood to neighborhood. The county is contracting with 4 different grazing companies to the tune of $400,000, and the goats will cover about 15,000 acres.
That's great.
It is so cool. I love it. I want to see the goats.
You can strap miniature bombs into mice and send them into enemy territory. We can put goats out in the field and have them help fight fires.
Yeah.
Love it.
Me too. All right. Those are your 3 things.
All right. There was a time a few years ago in my single days that I was swiping left and right.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Tender dude, huh?
Absolutely. If you were a single a few years ago, that's what you did. I mean, granted, I was on a bunch of them. I mean, I met Nora on Hinge or Bumble.
Or Unhinged.
Yeah. With her? Yeah. Whichever one where there was an app where the female had to make the first contact. I think it was Hinge. That's how her and I met. But I absolutely used Tinder. And I'll also be the first to admit, at that particular time in my life, a handful of years ago, I used Tinder for the reason a lot of people use Tinder. I wasn't looking for anything serious.
Yeah, a hookup.
It was going to be a good time. But now, the new CEO of Tinder, Spencer Raskoff, says they're trying to revamp Tinder's image because things are a little bit different. Take a listen.
This is a generation that experiences a loneliness epidemic. They've been online for the last couple of years. Even when they're not online, they're still online because they're looking at their phones constantly. And so this is a generation that needs IRL, in real life connections. And companies like Tinder can help provide that if we provide them with the types of products that they're looking for. Looking at a photo and judging it, that is cringy for a lot of Gen Z people. Like it makes them feel bad about themselves to look at a photo and say thumbs up, thumbs down.
Wow.
Now, basically, he's talking about people between the ages of 18 and 28, saying it's not a hookup generation. They don't drink as much alcohol and they don't have as much sex. Now, I'm sorry. I disagree. That's the first thing you do on a dating app is see their picture. and determine whether or not you want to go forward. And that's also the case in most cases when you meet someone in real life. Sure, if they break the ice and you have a great conversation, that can change. But most of us kind of get a first look.
And you approach based on that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have an idea whether or not you're interested based on that first meeting and that first visual cue. So, he says they are going to change the way the app works, and says they don't. 85% of people who don't use Tinder say they don't use it because of its reputation for just being for hookups. So whether or not they can really move away from that, have to wait and see. I mean, that's going to take more programming and such, because on some of these other apps, you set up an entire profile. You're answering questions. So is Tinder now going to do that? And if they do, they're kind of a few years behind all these other apps.
Right.
So how are they going to get a foothold on doing something different? Because what they did was different from the other apps where you filled out whole questionnaires and everything. So it'll be very interesting to see what they try and do and what kind of new thing they're going to try and bring to the table to set themselves apart. We'll have to wait and see. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Little tidbits of information you get to take with you wherever you go. Did you know this? The guy who founded the Spalding Sporting Goods Company is Albert Spalding. And he's actually in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was a pitcher back in the 1870s.
Spalding!
Let's see here. Did you know that the Tour de France started as a publicity stunt in 1903, actually?
I did not know that.
They did it to help promote a daily sports newspaper called Le Auto. And then it turned into the Tour de France. Did you know that violence is actually pretty rare in bank robberies? It only happens about 1 out of every 25 times. Most of the time, a robber just hands the teller a note, gets the money, and leaves. And in fact, up to 72% of bank robbers are unarmed and don't use or even threaten violence. They just kind of hand the note and leave, and that's it.
I think because they know how the tellers are trained now.
Right.
They're trained to make sure nothing happens.
And
just give it to them
the money
and
they'll take care of it later.
How many get away with it? I wonder.
Good question. I don't know.
Now, what are the odds?
No idea. Give me a high enough number and I might try it.
Don't ever tell me the odds.
Right. This is kind of funny. Astronauts cannot burp in space.
Okay.
Because of the lack of gravity, it prevents food and gases from separating in the stomach as they do on Earth. That really caught me off guard in my headphones. Did not expect that big of a stereo burp right into my earlobes. And finally, I gave you a homework question, Thick. If you could only die in sudden accidents, you didn't die from disease or old age, our bodies didn't decay, how long would the average person live if you only died from sudden accidents?
I was just thinking about how many people I can think of that I've known personally who did, and when you compare it, it's not that many, so this has got to be like in the thousands of years. I mean, like 10,000 years?
Not quite, but close.
Okay.
8,938 years on average. If it was only some sporadic accident that ended human life and not disease or the human body shutting down, and some people who really beat the odds would live into their 40,000s.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, like people who never go outside.
Right.
Who never go anywhere.
Yes. Hi,
that's crazy to think about.
I'm 37,627 years old.
You would really be older than Methuselah.
Yes, you would be. Learning you some stuff on a Thursday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.